A very good morning. The next chapter is chapter number 18, the last chapter, electronic data interchange. So, still now we are exchanging the payment through the online, but in this lesson, we are exchanging the document, business document via the internet. So, electronically, we are changing the data, so interchanging. So, the definition of electronic EDI, the short form of electronic data interchange is EDI. So what is EDI? Exchanging business documents. So business documents between one partner to the another partner electronically is called EDI. So exchanging business document through one partner to the another partner electronically via the internet is called electronic data interchange. So it is a paperless payment because in a traditional data interchanges we can send with a file. It is having a more papers, but it is a paperless. It is done by the word document, I think so. So the best examples for EDI, electronic document interchange, is EDFACT. It is a famous message format. So what is the advantages of EDI? Why we are using a electronically data interchange? First one is it is improving the service to the end user. So it is using the end user means world எங்க இருந்தாலும் அங்க வரைக்கும் இந்த word documents send பண்ணிக்கலாம். And it is increasing productivity and minimizing the error. So in a normal traditional way, the human can make mistake, but a computer doesn't make any mistake. So it is minimizing the error, slashing the response timing. So the response time, if you send a document, immediately the reply as soon as possible it will come. But we are the mankind, if you are sending some messages or business documents, it will take more than 2 or 3 days. And automation of operations, everything is automatic, and cutting cost, the cost has to be reduced, and integrating all businesses and trading partners. So in a single things we can integrate all the trading partner in a one assemble, example video conferencing, and providing the information on process. So on process நடக்க informations provide பண்ணிக்கிட்டே இருக்கும். And these are the advantages we are using a EDI. It's a very important question. Electronically the business documents, it is exchanging between one partner to another partner. So when we are sending one partner to another partner, it is passing many layers to reach the another partner. There are after 4 layers, it only the sender to one partner to another partner it will be reached. The first layer is semantic layer, second one standard translation layer, transport layer, and physical layer. Physical layer only the receiver is applicable. Semantic layer, the sending partner has to be sitting here. So after 4 layers only the document is reached to the another partner. And what are the components? What are the machineries we have to send documents through internet for one trade partner to another partner? So we need components like standard document format, that is TXT. That format we need. The second one is translator and mapper. Translator means if the businessman is in maybe is a China, that person is video conference, with the help of the video conference is sending some messages. So it will be translator, with the help of the translator it will be translated as a Indian languages. And communication softwares, so softwares we need a perfect, and communication network, maybe LAN, maybe WAN, that network facility also need. So these are the main components of EDI. The next one is EDI structure. Next one is EDI structure. So it is a very important question. EDI structure in the sense that EDI message, how it is structured, how it is started, how it is visible for us, that is a structure it will be maintained. EDFACT message. First of all, EDI is developed United Nations. So United Nations, it can, why they are using a EDFACT in the sense it can interchange all administration, commerce, transport, every whatever the type, every department documents also can exchanging. And edifact messages, it is perfect. That's said by the ISO in the year of 1987. That ISO number is ISO 9735. It is a edifact ISO number. How the structure is to be formed. Edifact messages always start with a high level, and it with the help of the interchange, messages, segments, simple data elements, and finally it reach to the lower level. In highest level, the message has to be sent. Interchange, the data is positioned, it starts from UNB to UNZ. Messages, so the body of the message, it starts from UNH to UNT. அதாவது டோட்டல் A to Zல இன்டர்சேஞ்ச் எங்கேருந்து ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகும்னா யூஎன்பி, யுனைடெட் நேஷன், பியிலேருந்து Z வரைக்கும் இருக்கும். மெசேஜஸ் காம்பேக்டாக எதுக்குள்ளே இருக்கும் அப்படின்னா ஹெச்லேருந்து டி வரைக்கும் இருக்கும். செக்மெண்ட் குரூப்ஸ் அப்படின்னா segments in the sense the messages is splitted into many subsets, sub messages is called segments. So block of related data is there. Simple data elements, element data, single data is appear in a single elements. So here we are sending a single message. In the lowest level it is having a multiple message because the main messages is divided into sub messages, segments, and it will finally it is reached to the lowest level. The edifact structure is it is this. And what is, for example of edifact message is, it starts from, so the message is sending the mobile number. This is the mobile number, and this is the one of the message, and this is one of the message, and this is the one of me. In this three message in the form of edifact type in a structure. So UNA, it is a high level. In the interchange, in this part UNB, it starts from mobile number, starts from UNB to UNT. So this part is called interchanging. And the next one is the particular message, that is berries, and XNY is a company availability, no more flights. So these are the important messages. Three messages is sending with the starts from UNH to UNT. It is a particular compact messages applicable in H to T. And the messages split, it is a splittens, segments, and finally it reached to the UNZ, that is the lowest level. It is one of the simple example for edifact message. So what is structure? In the sense, the structure is starts from hierarchical order. Hierarchical in the sense tree structure. So ட்ரீல எப்படி ஒரு சின்ன இதுலேருந்து பிரான்ச்சஸாக ஸ்ப்ளிட் ஆகுமோ அந்த மாதிரி இடிஃபேக்ட் மெசேஜஸ் ஹையஸ்ட் லெவலில் சிங்கிள் மெசேஜாகவும் லோயஸ்ட் லெவலுக்கு வரப்போ மல்டிபிள் மெசேஜாகவும் பிரியும். அதுதான் சொல்லியிருக்காங்க ஹைரார்க்கிக்கல் ஸ்ட்ரக்சர். அண்ட் டாப் லெவல் இஸ் இன் திஸ் இடிஃபேக்ட் ஸ்ட்ரக்சர், top level is called interchange. The top level is called interchange, and lower is called multiple. In lower level it is having multiple messages. So messages, in the messages it is splitted into segments. That means sub messages are split out. And interchange, about the interchange we are seeing. So the also it is called envelope. So edifact interchange is called, also it is called envelope looking like. And at top level it is a structure layer top level the interchange, and it starts from UNB to UNZ. And second, next one is UN messages. So messages starts from UNH to T. UNH to T, the message is always uniform messages. So it is called subset, they say. And edifact elements. Elements in the sense sub elements. So subsets. So elements are piece of actual data. That means ஒரு மெயின் மெசேஜ்லேருந்து ஸ்ப்ளிட் ஆன மெசேஜஸ் தான் நம்ம elements அப்படி சொல்லுவோம். That means piece of actual data. Datas may be simple or composite. So entering messages may be simple or may be composite. And EDA separators. Separator in the sense, so the messages is separated. See, the messages is separated with a plus and a colon and apostrophe and this symbol and question mark. These separators are they are using. Why? What is the purpose? So separators. This colon is help us to segment terminator. Segment is subset transmutation. Plus is called segment tag, and colon is used for element terminator, and question mark is used released character, and dot is called decimal point. So these are the edifact separators is using inside the messages. So it is a edifact messages and this is a structure of edifact. Edifact, so edifact is a one of the EDI message sending format.